Oh, here we go with the cinematics as he trauma dumps about how he almost murdered us.
Look, I'm just a mistake, alright?
I'm sorry, it's not funny. It's not funny.
Hello everybody, my name is Toby and welcome back to Heart Fragment. As you can tell by my voice and the title of this video, it is a sad song today because we are going through our breakup era with Clive. I don't know if things will be able to be the same again, ever again. I guess you'll just have to watch this video to find out. Let's get into it.
Kiddo, a voice pulls you from your uncomfortable slumber. Kiddo, you alright in there? Yeah, I'm fine. Can I come in? It's almost noon? Crap. Morning. Her tone is almost too cheerful. She's worried about us, and she should be. If I was like taking care of like a girl and the guy that she was with was texting me like, oh, she's gonna probably be in danger right now, like she'll get home when she gets home, like something like that. I don't know what he texted her. I would be like, you're never seeing that kid again.
You are...
That's what Lana should be doing. But I'm not here to teach Lana how to do that. I'm here for a dating route, and sadly we chose Clive instead of Kay. You don't usually come to wake me up. Is something wrong? No, that's not it. I've been trying not to pry too much when I see you going through a rough time. If I do, you seem like the sort of kid that'd just become more withdrawn from the pressure. You might be right about that. But I still kept hoping you'd eventually feel comfortable enough with me that you won't see a need to hide things. Lana, I won't force you. Just know that you can talk to me. Alright, Lana, let's talk. I need someone to talk to. I feel like freaking Toby. Like, I feel like I need to talk to somebody. Jesus Christ, there's so much going on. Opening up to Lana is exactly what you wish you could do right now. No, not just what you wish for. What you really need at a time like this. I'd like to talk. I don't really know where to start, though. How about we take it one day at a time? We could talk about yesterday and work our way back as far as you're comfortable with. Just getting a few details of my messy life off my chest would help at this point. So yesterday, did you and Clive get into a fight? I mean, kind of. I wouldn't describe it as a fight necessarily. I'm not too sure what happened. The best way to describe it is that he was acting weird. Clive acting weird? She says with a grin, knowing that acting weird is an understatement when it comes to Clive. This feels nice. I feel like I'm talking with like a mother figure. Like, I feel like she's like talking to me. Like, I'm like, this is what's going on. Knowing Clive, he must have had some reason for whatever he said. You're right. I know there's a reason, but that just makes me feel more complicated about it. If he was just acting like an idiot for the sake of being an idiot, then in a way that would make me feel better. That way I could just say that whatever he does isn't any concern of mine. But he always seems to have some reason for what he does, even though his reasons are sometimes excuses. I'm probably not making any sense. I think I understand perfectly. The guy I was dating back when I would babysit you was like that too. Always doing something weird or pushing me away, but always having a reason for what he did. It drove me insane at the time, but when I think about him now, I realize he must have been looking out for me in a way. I'm pretty sure his dad hated me. Didn't want his son dating a girl like me. His dad sounds like an idiot. biggest idiot you could possibly imagine. But that's a side note. Back to the matter at hand. I know I keep vouching for that kid over and over. I seriously believe Clive is a good dude at the end of the day. Girl, you don't know what happened. Toby, how do you feel about him? Honestly, I think Lana's kind of messed up for that. If the girl you're watching over comes home like that, and you're like, well, the kid's been nice to me, that's actually the worst. What if something like terrible happened? I know something terrible happened, but I'm talking about real life terrible. And then she like can't tell Lana anymore because she was like, well, I think the kid's a good guy.
Electric chair.
Maybe listen to what she has to say first. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Anyways, Toby, how do you feel about him? Feel? I said I trust him. What about you? I don't. Like, I'm gonna be so honest right now. I do not trust him. Oh, that's what you meant by feel. I don't know. I want to trust him. So what holds you back? The fact that he told me to run in the direction where the danger was, and then somebody was holding my arm and wouldn't let me look at them, so it makes me think Clive was the one that was holding my arm, keeping me stuck there. That's what it is. The fact that he just so happened to be there when I got stabbed. The fact that he just so happened to be in this town when I was in this town. The fact that all these connections just somehow line up to him being evil for some reason. And he also just so happens to be Jasper. That might be it, Lana. But I can't tell you that, Lana. Too many reasons to count. For all I know, he could be directly working with Jasper and was constantly throwing new questions at me to gather intel. I have no way of knowing the specifics though. I trusted Clive and kept running. But was that the right choice? Come on, don't look so complicated. There must be some part of you that has to know how you feel, right? The problem is my feelings get sort of jumbled at times. He reminds me of someone. And sometimes I can't tell whether I kinda, sorta enjoy our times together because of who Clive is or because I see him as a replacement for that person. Damn! In other words, the complicated look was totally justified. Those are definitely difficult feelings to sort through. Why don't you tell me about this other person? Shannon has always been my best friend. I never thought I needed anyone else until that guy ended up in my life. Toby really likes K. Like, I feel like bad I didn't pick the K route, but also, what does the K route do? He's gone. Like, what do you do in the K route? I need to know.
No, I'm being serious. Someone grab my ass.
When I really needed someone that I could rely on and talk to about my problems, he was there. The sort of person you could talk to about anything at all, right? Yeah, being around him was convenient. And you were only friends with him for that convenience? No, that isn't it. Maybe at first. But over time I started to really like being around him. He was convenient at first, but after a while he was just my friend. Sort of like the girl whose homework I copied in high school. Used her for the work until suddenly I was having fun with her. What the heck kind of person was Lana in high school? Why does Clive remind you of that guy? I can't figure out how to word that. Then I think the best course of action is to keep hanging out with Clive. See, you know what I mean? What if Clive did something horrible to us and then she's just like, well, maybe you should keep hanging out with Clive. Like, Lana, you kind of suck. That's your solution? Yep. Because the more time you spend getting to know him and figuring out the similarities and differences between him and that guy, the easier you'll be able to sort out your feelings towards Clive. You're too good at giving advice. That makes more sense than the thought I would. That's my skill. Unexpectedly good advice.
Unexpectedly terrible advice. Screw you, Lana.
But how about you come downstairs for now? I bet you're hungry after sleeping in so late. Want to come help me chop the veggies? Sure, just gonna check my phone first. Got it. Come down whenever you're ready. Wait a sec, is that poster from Fragmented Hearts on your wall? You noticed it, huh? They're my favorite band. Well, crap. I feel like a total jerk now. I got some concert tickets from my coworker. They're performing in Sandwood City tonight. But you were going through such a rough time that I didn't think to bring it up. Now that I know. Damn. I probably would have helped cheer you up. Dang, I didn't even know they were gonna be having a concert in this area. I've always wanted to see them perform live. But you were right. I don't know if I'd feel up to it. With all my stupid emotions lately. Maybe it's for the best. I'm sorry, kiddo. Maybe I can make it up to you somehow. Next time they're playing nearby, when things have settled down, I'll take you to a concert myself. You don't have to do something like that, though. I'll admit, the thought is kind of exciting. Meet me downstairs when you're finished up here. After Lana is out of sight, you grab your phone from the charger and wait for it to turn on. Huh? I knew it.
Just as a thought. Trash.
No, I'm actually mad, and I knew that was gonna happen. I knew Clive wasn't gonna talk to us because every time something serious happens, he just ghosts us until, like, it's over. Like, you're trash. Hey, everything okay? No, Lana. Clive is being, Clive. Got me a bit worried. Give me a call or text when you can. Kiddo, come home soon. Oh, poor Lana. It's sort of nice seeing that Lana cared so much. Can't say the same about Clive, I guess. That idiot. He went out of contact for a while last time something like this happened too. That's a red flag. Red flag. But back then, he did end up messaging me in the end. Yeah, like 2 days later. 2 or 3 days later. Are you serious? Raise your standards. You just had to wait a bit. No, I'm messaging him now. I'm actually mad. You owe me an explanation. Yeah, I'm mad. Like, I don't care. I don't care about my Clive points right now. Like, I'm actually upset. Please text me soon. You owe me an explanation for what happened. See, if this was me, I'd be like, how dare you? Okay, no, this is my message. This is my message. I cannot believe you would not text me after what you did. If you ever want to hear from me again, you'll text me by the end of the day. Not even the end of the day, by the end of the hour. You have an hour to text me or we're done for life. That's what I would have texted. But, Toby's not like me. Anyway, with that out of the way, you head downstairs to help Lana. Yo, just in time. Mind keeping an eye out on this pot for me? Make sure it doesn't boil over. Sure. Did you hear from Clive yet? No. Can you believe he didn't text me? Nope. I half expected to wake up with a million text messages from him. Hey, what really happened yesterday? Girl, you have no idea. I was running for my life in the forest. I got jumped by like 3 people. Then I saw my dead ex-boyfriend. I saw a goddess. And then the goddess was being annoying. And then she disappeared. And then I was in the middle of nowhere with a walkie-talkie. And I walked home by myself. And he did not send me a message at all. It must have been more than just Clive acting weird. Obviously. That's... Adjusting to life here in this town has been rough for you. I tried to make things easy as I could, but sometimes I wonder, was I doing the right thing by not pushing you to speak out more? Lana, I didn't want you to dislike me, to be honest. I wanted us to be good old pals like we were back in the day. But you're not a kid anymore. You're a grown woman with adult concerns and adult feelings. Maybe it's my fault you didn't end up happier after you left the city. That's not true at all.
What are you saying all of a sudden? It's not your fault. Please don't blame yourself. You're a sweet kid. You want to go home, don't you? You can't deny that you'd feel safer in a familiarity of the city after what's happened. Even though your instincts still tell you, no, your instincts are bad. You have bad instincts. Listen to me. We need to go. We need to leave now. No, I'm being her freaking caretaker now because apparently Lana can't. Like, Toby, I'm adopting you because these people clearly cannot take care of you. Like, they do not know what they're doing at all. But is it really okay for me to leave? Yes, I'm leaving. If he doesn't answer that message by the end of the day, we're leaving. I know I sound angry, but I'm actually having a great time. The more time goes by, the more surprised you are at the lack of communication from Clive. He better be dead in a ditch somewhere if this is how he's treating me. Eventually, you find yourself checking your alerts every few minutes in hopes. We need to text him again. Because I'm actually mad. Call him. Is there a call feature? Your stomach twists in knots with each passing hour. Still haven't heard anything. It's nighttime. I'm through with him. You can't wait it out any longer. Freaking out. Where are you? What happened? Please respond soon. I'm going insane wondering what the truth is. A notification sound, and yet no notification is listed on your phone. Huh? It didn't sound like... Oh my god! Kay's outside, bro. No, girl, it wasn't Lana, and it wasn't you. It was Kay, not Kay, Clive. I get the two mixed up. I'm sorry. There's a lot going on right now, and my mind is racing. Clive is outside. Nope, nothing. Oh, right. Lana has the app, too. She probably got a notification. Are you dumb? You sink into the bed, and your heavy eyelids begin to fall shut. You know that Clive is quote-unquote Kay. It's not crazy to think that he's outside your window right now. It's really not. Though you hardly accomplished a thing today, the emotional energy expended worrying still took its toll on you. Your mind is made up. Leaving is the best choice. Staying here is a hindrance to your safety and your mental well-being. You are so right, bestie. We need to go. Why am I still here? Why didn't I leave after the first attack? That calling. The same calling you felt the night you snuck out to look for Kay. The sensation that seems to only ask irrational things of you. What in the world is it? Oh my god, we got stabbed. Head spinning. Everything hurts. I can't bring myself to do it. The second I saw how innocent they appeared, I cracked it. I lost it. I can't do it anymore. If they're going to find out who I am and I'll have to see their innocence disappear, I'd rather destroy them first before they realize it was me. What? Isn't it better that way? To remain innocent and stupid forever? No! Yeah. Innocent and stupid. Screw you, Clive. I know that's you. I hate you. Hello? Can you hear me? I swear to God, if Clive's in my bedroom, I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Both of those prices are bargain prices, sale prices.
A voice causes you to jolt up from your bed in surprise. Huh? I'm gonna... The walkie-talkie! Do you hear me? Clive, is that you? After glancing around the room a few times, you see the culprit, Clive's walkie-talkie. I'm so mad. Please reply. Like, oh my god, you're so annoying. You better be stuck in the woods somewhere, and you better have been knocked out for a whole day, and you lost your phone. That better be what your story is, because if that's not what your story is, you're dead to me. I have to respond because... No! I want to know his side of the story. I've given him blind trust for way too long. And they told me. They said, you have been trusting this man for way too long. Stop. Toby, I wasn't sure if you would respond. I wasn't too sure if I would either. I'm so sorry. I want to explain everything to you. I really, really do. Then explain it.
Look around, everybody on mute.
No. Don't clam up at a time like this. You can't just magically wish away everything that happened back there. You told me to run, and I trusted you enough to do that. But when I ran, all that I found waiting for me was an ambush. You're right. I owe you an explanation no matter what. I love the drama. You sure do. If you don't trust me at all right now and think that this is a trap, then you don't need to meet me in person. But if there's even a tiny part of you that thinks well of me, then crap. Where does he want to meet? He wants to meet, what, in the freaking middle of the woods? No, screw you. Or he wants to meet in his little flower patch or whatever the hell that is? No, screw you. We can meet at a coffee shop. We can meet in public. You could come here and talk to me in front of Lana. We're not going to talk in the woods. And I'll meet with you. But I swear to God, Clive, if we're in the middle of the woods, I'm leaving. I'm sick of it. Trust in your friend? I don't trust that man. I'm just doing this for fun. Clive is awkward and his mannerisms are sometimes strange. I don't always understand what he's thinking, but for some reason, the way he fidgets around makes him more sincere to me. Stand up. You, still there? Let's meet up. What? But after what happened? Why would you still be willing to, like, even he's like, what's wrong with you? I'm playing a game, okay? If this was real life, I would never talk to you again. Offer to meet in person ending in 5 seconds. Take it while you still can. Yeah, please, should I come to you, or, you made it back from the nature trail safely, right? If you can call dazed and confused safe, then yeah. Right. I figured if you were still there, I could guide you home, but that was, stupid to think, since you'd obviously made it home by now. And there's no way you'd want me to take you home. The thought of wandering around outside at a time like this makes me uneasy, but admittedly, it would be easier not to drag Lana into this. Lana is a good person. She doesn't deserve to get dragged into my mess. But the idea of wandering around outside after 2 attacks makes you uneasy, to say the least. And we can't trust Clive to protect us, like he's been saying. I need answers. If I don't listen to him, I've got a hunch that I'm going to regret it someday. And I honestly don't think this guy is dumb enough to contact me again after his behavior back then if he wasn't gonna give a genuine answer. Alright, let's meet up. But you have to let me choose where we meet this time. Of course, anything you want. And I want $50. Clive's voice chimes through with a hint of desperation. It would probably be best to meet somewhere we haven't been together, right? You think about the first days spent with Clive here. We went by a park about 2 blocks away from Lana's house when we were at the beach. It's a public spot where, if anything went wrong, you'd be able to call out to passerbyers or be noticed by one of the residents. And it is close enough to Lana's house that if you need to rush over to her, that you can. Got it. I'll be there in just a few. Wait for me. Over and out. Clive, right now, I am not in the mood to go, over. Like, I'm not in the mood. Now is not the time. As much as you try to wait patiently, you find yourself growing increasingly anxious as you wait for Clive to arrive. Hello? I wonder if this was actually a good idea. Lana had certainly seemed happy when you told her you're going to talk things over with him. I bet Lana did. She's dumb. Honestly, I'm mad at her. If only you could share her enthusiasm. As the moments pass by, you turn on a walkie-talkie over in your hand a few times, examining it. Why did he contact me through this unreliable method instead of just texting me? Toby, you're really here. What the hell do you want? You turn at the sound of his voice, shocked and sweaty Clive, who, honestly, you don't seem like someone who jogs. Like, that's the biggest lie you've told me. You broke your leg when you were running away from a murderer. You fall all the time. And look at you, you're exhausted from running over here. And you weren't even that far. You were outside of my window. I know you were. I heard your phone go off last night. So you know what? The fact that you can't even run over here, I knew you never jogged. I knew it was a lie. I knew you were a liar. An unfamiliar, bulky backpack is slumped over his shoulder. He's about to ask to move in, and that's not happening. I'm so relieved. I kinda half expected you to have left by now. I might have considered it. Of course you would. What's in the bag? Clothes, medicine, supplies. Show me. I love her doing that. Like, we do not trust him. Show me what's in your bag right now to make sure you don't have a weapon or something. After the strange events as of late, Clive can't just show up with a mysterious bag and expect you to pass it off as nothing. He hands the bag over willingly to you. See, even he knows he messed up. He was telling the truth. A black hoodie. He doesn't even take off his red hoodie. How is he gonna wear the black hoodie? Over it? Protein bars and medicine containers from before. You know, I used to come here with my family a lot. I don't want to hear your trauma dump. I really don't. I'm not in the mood. Clive tries to move the conversation forward with an awkward chatter. Probably his way of avoiding having to jump right into the hard things to talk about. No, that would make me even more mad. Like, we're not doing that. I'm sorry that you came here with your family and, like, I'm pretty sure all of them are dead now. But you literally tried to kill me last night. Like, I don't care about your sad backstory. Get it together. Did you ever have a place like that? Are you serious right now? Not really. My happy place was wherever I am with my mom. Your mom? I don't think you've ever talked about her much. Yeah, you probably killed her. Yeah, she passed away when I was a kid. Talking about her never comes easy to you, but for some reason the words flow out naturally. I'm sorry to hear that. Don't be. It was a long time ago. No need to pity me for it. Right. I told you my parents got divorced, didn't I? Yeah. That's why you moved between this place and Sandywood? I lied to you. No! Really? About which part? Exactly. My parents aren't divorced. Actually, my dad left a long time ago. Join the club. Get over it. And I never met my mom. Okay, I've met my mom, so I'm not gonna say that. I don't mind if you hate me, Toby. You keep wide-eye focused on him. He hasn't even spoken the entire story yet and already seems assured that he will be despised as a result. I don't know enough yet to judge that. Admittedly, this isn't sounding too good. It's not. He knows he messed up. He's basically admitting the entire premise of our original meeting was a lie. How do I even begin? Toby, have you ever wondered if some people just aren't supposed to exist? And to be honest, is he referring to me? If Clive was part of that ambush with Jasper, he very well could have ingrained with beliefs Jasper has as well. Honestly, I don't believe that because I don't think anyone is supposed to exist. I don't believe in, like, you know, we all have a reason to be here. I just think we're here and that's it. So I'm gonna say I don't believe that. No, I don't think that's the case. You don't? Even criminals and murderers? It's a gray area. It's a gray area. Like, if you're like a terrible person, then yeah, I wish you didn't exist. I've never taken the time to really analyze that sort of thing in depth, so I can't say for sure, but off the top of my head, I can't feel comfortable saying that someone wasn't supposed to exist because of the awful things that they did. I mean, wasn't supposed to and should not exist are two very different things. So then, do you think someone who did bad things can change? Clive killed our mom. Change? If a criminal murders someone and then changes to become a better person, that doesn't immediately erase their past sin. I don't know. It's very complicated and something you could definitely get into depth with, but I'm not going to do that because this is a dating sim video. Like, it's really not that deep. Even if he spends the rest of his life repenting for it, it won't change the simple fact that the life he extinguished is gone. True. That's true. But did they deserve it? Who is it? And yet, is that reason to say someone shouldn't have existed? Whether someone deserves to live or not? That wasn't what you asked. You didn't ask, do they deserve to live? You asked, are there people that shouldn't exist? I know that, but what I was getting at with the initial question wasn't supposed to be that deep. Asking whether or not someone is supposed to exist isn't that deep in your opinion? Of course it is. That would be a huge statement to make if you were to really say someone shouldn't exist, but it wasn't what I meant. Okay, then what did you mean? Like, what is the point of this conversation? Just tell me what you did. And I'll tell you if I think you deserve to exist or not. Because I am all-knowing, and everything I say is correct. Like, what the hell? I didn't expect criminals and murderers and all of those sorts of people. Even criminals and murderers? I meant, in general, are there people that just exist that shouldn't? I guess that really isn't important. My bad. I shouldn't have asked something like that. What are you trying to get at with all of this? The point is that when I was growing up, my brother was pretty much both of my parents. But there's a time in my life that doesn't make any sense. My brother is there and everything is fine, and then suddenly he isn't there anymore. The heart of the matter, the real problem behind it all is just that he takes a deep breath. Oh, here we go with the cinematics as he trauma dumps about how he almost murdered us.
Look, I'm just a mistake, alright?
I'm sorry, it's not funny. It's not funny.
I'm not meant to exist.
Oh my god. He's really... I'm sorry, continue.
I'm a mistake. A damn mistake.
Continue. Maybe some people could be considered a mistake, but... Just listen! So sick of him. Oh my god. The resolve in his voice prevents you from objecting. Yeah, let's hear him out. What does he have to say? Because this is probably the last time we're ever going to talk to him. I want to hear the voice actor say it because I'm not reading it. One day I woke up in the forest. I know now that it was the nature trail. A good portion of my memory was just gone. In fact, since my childhood. I don't remember much after I was 10 years old. Okay, but I wasn't afraid when I woke up. If anything, I was relieved because what? My brother was there. My head was hurting like crazy. He gave me some medicine to take the headache away and said I'd probably start to remember things when I got my bearings. But those memories never came. My childhood is there, and then a cutoff point where I blank out.
The more I go on with no memory, the more I feel like everything about me is wrong. I'm not supposed to exist, am I?
Clive's gaze is averted. He offers it as a question. but it doesn't appear that he expects you to respond with any answers. I think we should just tell him what the goddess said, because he clearly doesn't remember, and I think if we told him, like, a lot of problems would be solved.
I don't know why, but I could just feel it.
Well, your soul is kind of, like, hollow. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm just gonna tell you how it is. Like, something's wrong. And I don't know how you can fix it.
I'm not real. Nothing about me feels real. God, who am I?
Me every day. This time he looks at you directly in the eyes. In fact, this could be one of the first times Clive has looked you in the eyes. It emphasizes the gravity of his tone much more than his words alone. I don't know. I don't know the answer, and I don't know what to say.
No, I didn't think you would. I'm sorry.
Well, we kind of do know the answer. He was split into multiple people. That's why he doesn't feel like a whole person. It's because of Shay. Just say that. As his tone shifts, softening, a small smile crosses his face. And at the same time, his eyes break
I
contact.
just needed to let off some steam.
So what, you murdered me?
I'm fine.
You don't look fine. Then let me reword it.
I will be.
Okay. I believe you.
Just forget I said anything.
Okay, then let's talk about what happened last night then. He's completely worn out. Not that I feel much better. For the time being, you're at a loss for words, and Clive, who appears fatigued from all that he said, sits mute. Is he for real? He slowly closes his eyes and leans back on the park bench. Are you serious right now? You're relaxing? You're like bathing in the sunlight, having a good time? You didn't even explain what happened last night. You just started trauma dumping on me, and that's it. About your own life, about how you're struggling. I was almost murdered last night. Like, no, I don't pity you right now. You are not the victim right now. Toby is the victim. Toby was almost murdered last night. She was jumped by like 3 people, and I'm still convinced you were one of the people who jumped her. You could think of no words to say that could possibly help the question. Those questions threaten to spill out at any moment. So, are we gonna talk about what happened last night, or or not? Toby, yeah? There's so much more that I want to say. There's... Boom! Sniper! Peek your head. A sudden thump drowns out Clive's words as he opens his mouth to say something else. Did we pass out? Oh my god, he's such a drama king. Are you serious? Clive? Why are we hearing this music? The source of the thud, Clive's body, suddenly hit the ground. Makes you jump to his side in concern. Clive? Clive? No matter how many times you shake his limp shoulders, Clive doesn't move. Clive! Are you serious?
Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, yay!